Welcome to Free Favor. This is our daily devotional. I'm Luke and Breedlove, and this is my buddy Marcus. Marcus summoned the Holy Book of Knowledge. Marcus, open the Holy Book of Knowledge to John 14, verse 22 through 24. John 14, verse 22 to 24 reads, Then Judas said, But Lord, why do you intend to show yourself to us and not to the world? Jesus replied, Anyone who loves me will obey my teaching. My Father will love them, and we will come to them and make our home with them. Anyone who does not love me will not obey my teaching. These words you hear are not my own. They belong to the Father who sent me. In this scripture, Jesus talks about what loves mean to him. To him, being loved is obeying his teaching. His mission here was to save us. He paid the ultimate sacrifice for us. And in return, he wants us to live the life that we've been ordained. He was an expression of that life and what it looks like. We're all supposed to be walking in his footsteps, living the life that God's ordained for us, just like he ordained it for him. He says, these are not my words. These are the words of my Father. Obey the teachings of Christ. It's not hard. It's pretty simple, actually. Live by faith. Share your testimony with others so that they know that they are loved as well. The most beautiful part of that entire scripture is that he clearly outlines that he will return with the Father and they will live amongst us here. Only the ones that love him enough to obey his teaching. Do you? How much time do you dedicate? When you get up in the morning, do you set aside 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 30 minutes to give thanks? To create your day? To map out a life that he would be grateful of and proud of? Nah, mornings are hectic. Can't do it in the morning because you got kids, you got school, you got work. Mornings don't work. What about on your lunch break? How much time do you dedicate to studying the teachings of Christ and actually trying to walk in his footsteps? Do you do it on your lunch break? Probably not. No, that's the time that you go out with your coworkers and, you might actually go sleep in your car because you don't really get to do it at night because you got too much on your plate. Well, surely you do it at night, right? At night? No, you don't do it at night either. Okay. Well, when do you dedicate time to learning? Learning the ways of Christ. If we are going to be judged based on living out his teachings, you have to know what those teachings are, right? Your salvation is your responsibility, not mine or anyone else's. His word says, those that love me will obey my teaching. God clearly wants to dwell among us, but he wants us all to be Christ-like. He wants us all to be like Christ. That's why he gave us the gifts that he gave us. You might not be important at your job. You might not be important in your car club. You might not be important at school. You might not be the popular guy, in the book club. But you are a God. You. The God Adam lives in you. Yeah, I understand all the mistakes you've made and all the things you've done, and I understand that your life may not reflect that. But you are a powerful being. You just have to dedicate some time to it. And just like every other tool that you have, the more you use it, the better you'll get with it. Remember the first time I had to hammer a nail into a wooden board. I'd seen people do it a million times. And the first time I did it, I hit my finger. It was the most excruciating pain ever. But I didn't give up. I pulled the nail out and put another one in, and I bent that one, I pulled that one out and put another one in and broke that one. But eventually, I got to a place where I could put the nail in, tap, tap, and hammer it home. But it took practice. It took dedication. Using your God power, it takes practice and dedication. But you got to dedicate time to it. You got to commit to doing it. Because when they come back, it's going to be too late. Don't get to the gate and say, "Father, don't I look familiar? You see me." No, you don't look familiar. Take the time to enrich your life. Take the time to dedicate your life to something greater than you. Live the life He's ordained you and have joy. Marcus, take us out.